You asked for it. Here it is. Tops Storm Vector. This thing is an absolute beast. Stay to the end and watch this thing put in some work. Dudes and dudettes of YouTube land, it's Frank with What's the Point EDC. You see it. And if you don't know what it is, oh, you're about to know what it is. It's Tops Storm Vector hard use testing time, you guys. We're going to demonstrate how this thing does, and we're going to have a damn good time with it. Shout out to Timbo437 for sending this behemoth, this awesome looking Viking sax looking knife in for testing. We're going to see what it's got. What we're going to do is we're going to jump from different materials to different materials throughout the video. We're not going to stick to one thing. We're just going to jump all around. Let's see, can we go ahead and cut through this right here? This is the 1-inch rope of death. Woo! You know it'll chop it. Let's go ahead and chop her down. This thing bites. Look at that. That thing is freaking wicked, right? You can just tell by the profile of this thing, it's gonna eat. And it is pointy as hell. Top Storm Vector. The freaking sun's acting crazy, messing up the video, but it's Top Storm Vector time, and it doesn't matter because we're gonna process up this freaking limb real quick. I've had it for about 2 weeks in the yard, and it's time to go. Make quick work of this thing. Made it easy work. Let's go ahead and do this tubing real quick. 1/4-inch air hose tubing, nothing special. That really does sink in. The tip is just extremely pointy. It penetrates hard. It penetrates hard, y'all. Knock it off. It's got that forward choil that I do like. It doesn't have to be on every knife, but it really does help on certain knives. And for this knife right here, I think I like it so far. I'm not 100% sure. I've been using it now on and off for a couple days, just kind of seeing what it's about. And I can tell you now, Tops really, seriously, it did a damn good job with this. Look at them handle scales right there. Nice contouring, good shape to lock you in proper. And it's big enough for everybody's hand. How about like that maybe? Bam. Let's go ahead and chop this thing down. We're gonna go ahead and hit this Walmart rope up. Standard rope, nothing serious. Double it up. We'll double it up, we'll triple it up, and then we're gonna move on to something a little bit more harder. This thing is crazy sharp. It's got a really nice full flat grind on it, so it eats, and it eats hardcore. Look at that thing. It's just meant to go. You can tell. See what we got here? Chop through this. Nothing special. You know, we got the What's the Point EDC sirens in the background. It wouldn't be a WTP video if it didn't have something like that going on, right? Because nothing's ever professional or right. But we don't care. Wow. Wow, I'm not even swinging hard. That is incredible. Well, that's an issue right there. Let's continue. It gotta be easy when I swing. The impact from the knife alone will just snap the wood. That is crazy. This thing has got extreme power. Not even putting much pressure at all. Just standard wax. That's standard wax. Let's get something a little bit more harder. So you wanted to see the Top Storm Vector in action? Let's freaking get it. This thing is hardcore seasoned, and we're gonna chop through this son of a gun. It's time to put this Storm Vector right into action, y'all. Let's get it. Watch the Storm Vector absolutely blow through this seasoned log. This thing is so hard, but the Storm Vector literally took it down like it was nothing. Now, it did take a long time to get through, and I sped this up and skipped portions of it, but I'm telling you guys now, the Storm Vector did the damn thing. All right, it's time to be totally honest. I knew that this was going to be extremely hard. I did not think it was going to be like this. This thing packs a serious punch. So we're going to get through it, but I'm going to tell you what, this is going to be a freaking job right here, y'all. But we ain't going to stop. After all that chopping on this hard ass log, it came out with 0 edge damage. Do you hear this thing? Listen to that. I highly recommend everybody go out and get some super seasoned wood and just chop on it. This thing bites in so deep. We're gonna check the edge after this right here and see how it's holding up. I'm tell you what, I don't care what steel you got. This is a very good test on how tough and how much impact that a steel can take. Because this is a lot of stress on the edge, and this comes down to a decent thin edge. Surprising, actually. That is incredible, y'all. That's hardcore stuff. There it is. Hardcore stuff there. You guys seen and heard how hard that wood was. I've had knives chip and roll and have damage to the edge from wood that's not as hard as that, from less chops and from less power behind the chops. I gotta say, Tops did a really good job with this one right here, because there is no edge damage or anything on it. I mean, it is still right now, even after the testing, it's ready to rock. Knocking it down. It takes no effort at all. Like, none. Whether it's breaking it or it's chopping through it, it takes no effort. Let's go ahead and remove the bark off of this right here. I know we have that one in the background, but you get it how you get it here. What's the point in EDC? It's definitely a slicey knife. I mean, for its size, it really is. There's no doubt about that. We're going to see how it does when it batons. We are going to baton with it. Nothing crazy. Let's go ahead and do a little batoning. We're not going to do much. We're not here to prove anything. We're just here to baton it. That's it. We know it can baton through a lot. I picked good knotty stuff though, so it does have a challenge. No challenge. Bam, straight through. Now remember, I said that this has a very fine edge. It comes down to a thin edge for the size of the knife, for it being a chopper. And it definitely does sink into wood hardcore. And it does kind of get stuck because it's very thin, but it puts in serious work, and I'm digging it. It's comfortable. The ergos are good. sitting there mad at home, not happy, your wires are getting on your nerves, well, you get the Storm Vector out and you just cut them. Because that's how we do it here. What's the point, EDC? Like how I caught that, huh? I know most people are going to look at the Storm Vector as a chopper only, but it can do a whole lot more than just chop. It's got a really tall flat grind, so it's pretty damn slicey. It's got a really nice point, so it can definitely penetrate. And of course, everybody knows it can chop its ass off. But one thing I do want to give it credit for is how good that it does slice. I've been slicing paper and slicing on things now, and I just can't get enough of it. For those of you who know about this stiff, ridiculous freaking whatever kind of rope it is, you know it is ridiculous to cut. Let's see if the Storm Vector will cut through it. I've had plenty of knives not cut through it. Yeah, I'm having trouble here. Let's try that again. This stuff really is serious. I've watched some videos on the Storm Vector, so I had very high expectations for it. And I'm sure you guys already know, it definitely exceeded my expectations. This SOB puts in some freaking work. It chops hard, it slices good, and it's very comfortable while doing it. Let's double it up. No problem. I could be a chef with this thing. It's all the cardboard that's left, but we're gonna go through it, see what it does. Wouldn't be a video without the cardboard, would it? But just that slice down. Look. Just that. That's efficient. Wow, that's efficient. Man, I am telling you now, this thing is serious. Can it stab through? Look at that, cutting that rubber off, y'all. Look, see that? That's seriousness. Go ahead and cut that rubber off, look. Dang, that's pretty good, ain't it? I appreciate everybody who's still here this far into the video. Fist bump to you, I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and chop through. Wow, it doesn't take much pressure or much force to cut through something. This thing sinks in so deep, look. I'm really, oh. Trying not to send it over the fence, hitting my neighbors. So I'm trying not to hit hard. Just gets it. It has no issue going through anything. It literally is unstoppable. Just straight through. Craziness, ain't it? Whoa, damn. So freaking slicey. Across the grain, you know. What about my hands? What about yours? There it is. Shout out to Timbo 437 for making this one right here happen. I appreciate this so much. This is such a fire knife. I highly recommend this to anybody looking for a hardcore chopper that still has the ability to poke and do other things other than just chopping. It really does put in work. It's unstoppable. The top Storm Vector. It's freaking awesome. I appreciate everybody who supports the channel. You guys are awesome. Fist bump to you. We're gonna keep bringing videos like this, having fun, sharp knives and good vibes only. You know how it is. If you're an addict, never quit quitting. Stay strong and live long. If you're struggling with bad thoughts, reach out and talk to somebody. It is okay to talk. Never quit quitting and never give up. Take it easy and stay greasy, y'all.